Drone here. What's going on, guys? So this is my MJX Bugs 3 on a carbon fiber frame. We are going to be testing, I think, max range, and I'm just going to show you here why I'm going to do it and why I'm going to feel comfortable doing it. I have a beeper tied with the switch and the lights, so if we go out, we should be able to find it general proximity and hit the beeper. One other thing to show you here is this also has a basic Rssi telemetry, and I have found one of these without a beeper, just utilizing that, and you can see it has a basic voltage. But without any further ado, let's go fly.
And we are firing our motors, propellers are spinning, and we are going to go take off. This modification is simple to do. Even if you did not want to do the frame swap and put it on a carbon fiber frame, the beeper mod is simple to do. You are literally just plugging a beeper into one of the light ports, and the voltage that generally would go to the lights is going to the beeper, which is causing it to beep. And that's why even on the stock control, you don't need a jumper. You can turn on and off this beeper with the light button. If you're going to fly your bugs any more than 200 to 300 meters tops, I suggest you putting this beeper mod on it, just as well as any drone that you have control over the lights. Tap into the lights, and then you can turn on and off the lights to actuate a beeper. Really simple to do. So as you can see, we're getting out here. Our FPV is just a little bit fuzzy. It's a lot of bit fuzzy. It goes in and out. I could probably use a better antenna on this. I'm using the stock antenna that came with the transmitter, and we're still able to fly. We're still able to fly. Again, it comes in and out. It's not an issue. This is a nice run. Like, this is a nice run. As we get out here, you can notice two little blurts of water down there, and that's when we decide to turn around. We're at 1,192 meters, 0.74 of a mile. So basically 3/4 of a mile we just hit, which is awesome. Like, that's really awesome. So we're gonna go ahead and fly it back. The whole reason I turned around, that wasn't max range, is you can see my voltage, which is coming out of the FXT camera, that is just literally plugged into like the whole setup. The FXT camera and the transmitter is literally plugged in by a balance connector into the battery, and that's giving me my readout. So we're flying in the wind. I turned around prematurely. We definitely could have went further, and I really wish we would have went further. But at the time, I didn't know. I figured 7.3, it's blinking. 7.2, it's blinking. We better get it back because now we're flying in the wind. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it back. You're going to see how long we fly this. We fly this for a considerable amount of time, and we could have definitely went further without any second thoughts of the battery. And now I know. Now I know roughly how long I could fly this on a stock MJX battery. This is a stock battery. It's not the upgraded one that I used the last time when we were flying the W-Fly controller, doing a little range test. This is just a stock battery. This thing weighs considerably lighter than the original MJX does. It's drawing a little bit more power because we have the FXT Mars camera and the transmitter. But all in all, I mean, that's pretty good range. I don't know that you need to go much further out than that, but I would like to. I've never maxed out one of these jumper controllers, and I would absolutely love to not really max it out, but go maybe like a mile with a drone like this, and that would be pretty awesome, I think. So we're gonna fly down this way linear with that path that's going in between the trees there, and I generally don't fly this way with non-GPS drones, non-altitude hold drones, just because there is some 2.4 gigahertz frequencies just off to the left, like not even a stone's throw to the left of where we're flying, and it can screw things up. But we will fly the entire town here, and I forget what it was. I'm trying to think. I think it was like half a mile, close to half a mile, because the whole length of the abyss, if we were to fly all the way down, that'd be roughly a mile. So I think it's around like a half a mile or so, maybe just a little bit over. Wasn't quite as far as the first run that we went out. Then after this, we're gonna bring it back, and we'll do a little flying around in the field, kind of follow some trails and whatnot, just get a really good burn on this battery. And that's exactly what we did. We got a great burn on this battery. Guys, again, if you are flying Bugs 3, get yourself a balance checker, which is a little thing with the prongs in it that you plug into a balance port. You can use that as a controlled beeper. It's so simple to do. I have a video on it. Maybe I will take the time and link a bunch of videos throughout the course of this video that you'll see up top. And dude, the entire swap was simple. It's just a gut swap. But if you didn't want to go that route and you want to maintain the original look to your bugs, but you would like a beeper, even if you don't have the jumper, it's so simple to do. Anybody can do it. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to do it like me. I'm joking. I'm nowhere near a rocket scientist. A lot of you guys know me pretty personally and know that very well. Um, but as you can see here, dude, we're going, man. The flight time on this was amazing. It was enjoyable to get in goggles for extended period of time and just get out here and chill fly. Although it's very cold outside, and you'll have to forgive the frame skip there. My FPV goggles, I believe, were recording in a loop or a certain amount of minutes, and it kind of just jumped on the second part of the start. But we got the rest of the flight here, and I'm glad it didn't do too much more than that. But yeah, I mean, it's cold out here. I'm only in like track pants and a hoodie, but the sun's shining and the wind's nil. So that made for a very enjoyable flight. Bottom left, you can see 7.0 volts. Again, that modification is super easy to do too. Nothing is, I mean, no, my beeper's not soldered. My FXT camera, my transmitter, nothing's soldered. This is such an easy mod. Anybody can do it. I highly recommend doing it. And not just doing it to do it, but do it in case your drone gets away from you a little bit. Same thing with the volt modification. If you could get your hands on FXT Mars cameras, they take high input voltage that you can just run these off of the main power going into the drone, or you can do a tap like I did with a balance lead into the balance connector of the battery, and you'll get an exact readout. That way you know how long you can fly it, how long you should fly it, if you can continue to push the limits, which I'm doing right now is just literally getting a great burn on this battery. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, do me a favor, smash the subscribe button. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, do me a favor as well. Get on your little buttons with letters and press them buttons with letters, hit return, and get at me, i.e. your keyboard. Get on your keyboard, get down below. I'll try to get back to everybody that comments, whether it's just a simple hi or a simple thank you, or a simple thumbs up. But if you got a detailed questions, by all means ask it, and I will try to address it and get you situated in the right direction. I am out of work due to this epidemic, so if you got a little bit of cash on hand you want to throw at your man, down below there's a PayPal. Hit me off with $1, $5, $10. If there's any millionaires out there, get at me. We'll do big things. I could use a cool meal. And if you ain't got it, you ain't got it. Give me a thumbs up. Hey, I appreciate anything and everything y'all throw at me. We're almost done here. This was a long duration flight. This was excellent. Like this is prime time. Like if you want to get out and fly, you don't want to just fly for like 5 minutes and oh man, now I gotta go back inside, I gotta recharge, or you gotta let the drone cool down for like a minute or so, jam another pack in it and fly like that. I personally like flying around like close to 10 minutes at a clip, which I think this was just shy of that, and that's satisfying for me. We did a long run out, we did a linear run with the Abyss, and then we've just been cruising around in this field. We're going to attempt to land it. You'll see I get really close to landing it, and then I stop myself just because I wasn't sure if there was a water puddle or not right there. I need to actually fly towards where I'm going to land. That way I knew I wasn't landing in a water puddle. As I land and shut off the motors, look at the battery bottom left. You could see it levels out. We could definitely went longer. A lot longer, I think, too.
So as you can hear, the drone itself is beeping without me hitting that toggle. That's LVC. When I was flying that way, linear to the town, I was actually able to hear that going off. I don't think that was max range. Let's see if I do hit the toggle. Yeah, if I hit the toggle, it won't do anything now because it's LVC. So if it crashed and it hit LVC, it would go off without me even toggling it. But I don't think that was max range. I turned around just because I was fearful of the battery, but clearly I ran that battery for a while. So we're going to have to try this again. Because actually, if I wasn't weary of the battery, I was willing to keep going out to the point where maybe I did disconnect and it did drop because I'd have no issues finding it. But all right, guys, I'm J Drone. If you haven't subscribed, please do so later.